recipient of the 2019 Distinguished Citizens Award go to Kelly and Donna Mulhollan, collectively known as the Ozark folk duo Still on the Hill. Often called the ambassadors of the Ozarks for the work that they do to preserve our rich culture. These award-winning storytelling songwriters embellish their songs with unique instruments from the hills they call home. Many of these were handmade by old-timers and have amazing stories that go with them. Still on the Hill performs for both adults and children, including hundreds of visits to area schools. Over the last decade, their song topics have increasingly come home from local history, thoroughly researched and steeped in the vernacular. Not only does the duo sing songs of tradition and history and play traditional folk instruments, but they create storytelling experiences. Kelly Mulhollan is a fifth-generation native Arkansan who plays guitar, banjo, mandolin, ukulele, and the upright bass, creating sounds that are influenced by his strong Ozark roots. His songwriting is bathed in local history. Donna, at 18, met an old fiddle maker named Denson Bowes, who lived in a tar paper shack in the Arkansas backwoods. His story haunted her for years, and in her late 30s, she wrote her first song about him, opening a floodgate of songs, many about people and places in the Ozarks. Her instrumental palette includes several one-of-a-kind Ozark-made fiddles, mandolin, musical saw, scrub board, ukulele, guitar, mull jawbone, and the Ozark pick and bow. I don't even know what those things are. Among their most important local projects, in 2010, the Ozark Project, which was music about local surroundings, which garnered them the coveted Governor's Folk Life Award. In 2015, Once a River, a year-long journey to write and record songs about the history of the Beaver Lake watershed and the White River. The project included over 35 free concerts, and they gave away 1,000 CDs. In 2016, Still a River told the history of the Buffalo River. In 2017, they collaborated with local documentarian John Irwin on a short film about Milk the Birdman, Moldenov, is that right? Moldenov, okay, from Fayetteville, who meticulously documented bird data. They made the music for that documentary. More recently, in 2018, they created a CD of story songs that celebrated the historic town of Cane Hill and its important role in the Civil War, the Trail of Tears, the rise of the apple industry. They also collaborated with Shiloh Museum to share the story and instruments of Ed Stilley in order to produce a year-long museum exhibit.
Thank you so much. This is such an honor. It's a bit of a shock. I suppose our journey here is a little unusual to get to this place, but we're very pleased. I suppose if anybody would be shocked, it would have been my father, who was a history professor at the university a long time ago, and probably didn't foresee this, and probably rolling over in his grave right now, but hopefully in a good way. But you know, I'm very thankful for this organization and for the work that everybody in this room is doing to preserve history. Don and I, and I'll let you speak about this as well, but we feel this is important for a lot of reasons, but mainly because I think that I grew up in Fayetteville and I recognize the special place this is and the uniqueness of our community, and I don't want it to slip away. And I think we all feel the kind of the sweeping homogenizations coming across the country, trying to turn us all into one big culture, and erasing the things that are special in different regions. And I think we have a lot to be proud of here. And I think Donna and I are constantly searching for what it is that makes this place unique, and trying to turn it into a song, and then trying to share it with people, and share it with children, and try to talk to children about the importance of their roots and make them aware that they do have roots, because we're all so scattered now. And just to remind people, no matter where you are, we're all sharing a root system.
About 45 years ago or something, I moved to the Ozarks, and it's the first time I ever put down roots in my life. I was kind of envious of him, 5 generations. His great-grandfather was Governor Barry of Arkansas. In fact, the statue in the Bentonville Square was there. But he's got very deep roots, but I always wonder how long you have to live in a place before you can actually claim it. I mean, you have to be like Native American or I don't know. But,
she's one of those movies, and she's just trying to explain herself.
But this is where I have roots, and it's such an honor to write songs and get to explore the history of this area, because it means so much to put down roots. And I have a line in a song that says, "It doesn't matter where you're born, it matters where you landed. The moral of the story, my friend, is blossom where you're planted." Thank you.